I'm simsweetie and welcome to a current household update on the Tapia household. I first did a current household on this family back in like February, I believe. Yes, it has been a while, and I didn't play this family for like a month or two, and I just somewhat recently started to really get back into them. So yes, these are descendants of Devin, Tapia, and I will get into the whole family tree and all of that. Okay, why are you going to bed? It's only 6 o'clock p.m. Do not do this. And if you are not familiar with current household videos, basically, it's not really going to feature gameplay or anything. It's just me explaining the household that I play when I am not filming Sims videos. So now that you know that, I will go ahead and start to kind of explain what you guys have missed. I will start off with the family tree. I feel like that's a good place to start. So in the first current household video I did on this family, you guys saw Devin, Tapia, who is now an elder, which is crazy to me. But something that might even be more crazy is that her husband, who you also saw, Caden Ring, he died recently because of old age, because he was really old, which is, it's so sad. It really does make me sad because I really like them. And as for their relationship, you know, I talked a lot in that video of like, I don't know how it's gonna go, you know, they kind of have conflicting personalities, but they were just really in love with each other. And they were like together, they were always faithful to each other, no one ever cheated. They just seemed like perfect together. Like, I could not have found a better match for Devin, so. As for Devin, the thing she's done is she got really into painting. She has a level 10 skill in painting. I know before I was like, oh, she's all into herbalism and stuff. But once she had her kids, which you will meet soon, she kind of realized she couldn't be going on these vacations all of the time. And she got really into painting. And that's how we've made a lot of our money, because she makes so much money from painting. It's awesome. And she is also into cooking. She has a level 10 skill in cooking and a level 10 skill in gourmet cooking. I had so much fun playing Devin. She obviously doesn't live with us right now, but I do, after I make this update, I think I might switch and start playing with that household in this world anyway. As for Caden, he was in the astronaut career, and he got pretty high in that career. He got to like a level 8 before I had him retire because it was just getting really rigorous for him. His daily task was to do things like exercising, and it would say like you have to stop exercising or like you're gonna die. So eventually he realized he had to retire, but he absolutely loved doing his astronaut career. I was gonna say astronauting. That's not a word. And he also loved his family, who I will now introduce you to. The first child they had was August Tapia, who is also the sim. Right here, we are currently playing with his family. And August was born first, so yeah, we didn't do a lot with him, to be honest, when he was like a child and stuff, but in his teen years, things got dramatic. But before he aged up into a teen, they soon after had Everest and Miles Tapia. Yes, they are twins, and these Sims, Devin and Caden, just kept wanting to have kids. Like, they were always getting the wish to have more children, but like, I stopped them after 3. I was like, that's enough. When we had the twins, it was a little bit crazy because, like I said, August was still pretty young at the time. He was still a child. He was pretty close to aging up, but the twins and August are pretty close in age. Miles and Everest just aged up to young adults. I want to start playing them soon. They currently live with their mother, Devin, but I want to start playing with Everest because there were some girls who I think he was kind of interested in that I want to get back to him and play with him. But we are playing with the person who... We are currently playing with August Tapia, and he does have 3 kids, and there definitely has been a little bit of drama there. I'll kind of get back into the family tree in a minute, but we're going to go out here. Oh, and this is actually Miles Tapia. You can get a good look at him right here. Hello, Miles. He looks like this. I haven't given them makeovers since I aged up into young adults. I'm going to have to do that because this was kind of like their teen style. I should probably kind of describe to you their personalities. Miles was always like the nerdy guy, and basically Everest was the more of a jock guy. But even I don't really know much about them yet because while they were teens, there was a lot of dramas dramas. There's a lot of drama with August going on. I would say August. You can see his traits here, obviously. I will go over them later. But he definitely always wanted a relationship. Like, when he was younger, he dreamt of getting married and, you know, it seems like a typically girly, I suppose you could say, thing to do. But, you know, August always thought about just finding the one. As you can tell by his aspiration, it is to be, or to find his soulmate. But basically, when he aged up into a teen, he jumped right into a relationship, and he realized eventually that was not right. The person who he jumped into a relationship with was Jace Tolman. They had been childhood friends, they were really close, and when he got to that teenage, he was just like, you know what, this is right, I'm just gonna be with him. And eventually he realized that was not for him, as you can tell by the red on their relationship and the things that say terrible match. It's very awkward. Sweethearts and broken up. Actually, Sweethearts is kind of good. And I noticed Jace is like homeless now. But the reason that they broke up is because he began to cheat on him when he being August, when August aged up into a young adult. You know, things were kind of tense between Jace and August, and they just, oh, today's Orion's birthday. Anyway, things were pretty tense between them, to be honest, and they stayed together for like most of their teenagehood, even if they weren't seeing each other a lot. August was pretty insecure about the whole thing and didn't really know what was gonna happen, but when he did age up into a young adult, he started to get into a relationship with Adeline Thorpe, and she is based off of a townie that we found, and she like disappeared. That's the thing. If you don't move your townies into a house, sometimes they like clear out the townies and then they just disappear. But I basically remade the townies, so you know, Adeline is a remake of a townie, and she hates children, which was a big downside for August because he really wanted to have kids and, you know, have a family and all of that. But very, very young. Like, they had literally just aged up into young adults. Adeline got pregnant, and that is where Lucien and Bradley came from. I didn't name them, actually. Adeline, I wasn't playing Adeline when she had the twin boys. Yes, twins again. I know, I'm like, more twin boys. We haven't had any girl children in this Let's Play, so I'm like, the next person who has a child, or in this Let's Play, in this household, whatever, they need to have a girl. I hope so bad, because it's been all boys, and I'm like, come on, please be a girl next time. But yeah, Adeline and August, I keep like losing my place in the story. Adeline and August were very young at the time, and after the twins were born, they were like, well, we might as well get married. So they had a shotgun wedding, and, you know, they got proposed and engaged right away. And at first, you know, it was, apparently he's going to bed, whatever. It was awesome. They were both really excited at first to, you know, start their family together and all of that jazz. But as soon as that kind of excitement wore off, Adeline realized that this relationship wasn't really for her, and August has kind of had his past of not being faithful to his relationships, and he met a girl who currently is waddling into the bathroom, named Janessa Adair, I believe is how you say her last name. And he was fascinated by this girl, and Janessa was a townie, and she's talking to herself on the toilet. She is literally one of the prettiest Sims I have prettiest townies, I suppose, I have ever seen, and we just randomly met her. She's currently on her phone. She was like walking out in the back of the house, and I had August go and introduce himself to her, and she is so intriguing. Like, she's awesome. But the way I would describe her is as a really, really strong business woman, and she's also an author. She's written one children's book, and like I said, August began to cheat on Adeline with Janessa, and as soon as Adeline found out, they got divorced, and that was the end of their relationship. But then Janessa, they were just going to be friends at first. So Janessa was coming over all the time after the divorce, trying to kind of console him and all of that. And I was playing from Janessa's household at this point. But then she got pregnant. yes, Janessa was then pregnant. And there was some things. Okay, Janessa's going to bed too now, apparently. I kind of wanted to show you guys her. Can you, like, not? And Janessa, there's a little something more to Janessa than meets the eye. She is actually also an alien. And Janessa hates this part of her because she is definitely, like I said, she's a business lady. She's always very glammed up. You know, she's always wearing her heels and her dresses. And she is very insecure about being an alien. So she really doesn't she wears her disguise all the time. She really doesn't go around as an alien or anything. She didn't really mention it to August until after their son Orion, I can't say that for some reason, Orion was born. And August obviously noticed that Orion does not look like a typical baby. I'm gonna have her come over here and bounce him. And that's basically when Janessa was forced to explain that she isn't just any kind of person. She's also an alien. And when I found out she was an alien, by the way, I was like, oh my gosh, this story though. But that's kind of where we are. Oh, and yesterday they went out and August proposed. So now they are engaged and they will be getting married soon. I think they're actually going to have a wedding because, like I said, when he got married to Adeline, they didn't have a wedding, if I knew what words were. And I think we're actually going to do it this time because, I don't know, I feel like it, you know. And is there anything else I want to say? Oh, yes. So that's, like I said, where we are, the story in this point. But I think I'm going to start playing from Adeline's point of view because, you know, it's been a while since they broke up. And I think she might have matured because before she really wasn't invested in the relationship because they were so young. And she's like, I don't want to be in a relationship right now. And plus, August was cheating on her. So they broke up. But I think Adeline is going to want to get back together soon, so we'll have to see and test August and see if he will stay faithful to Janessa, because as of now I think they're so in love, but I don't know if he ever really was in love like that with Adeline. I don't know, it's gonna be a good test, and I will go ahead and tell you a little bit kind of about the Sims. I didn't really go into traits or anything, so we'll start with the kids, because why not? This is Lucian. He looks like this. His only trait is the lazy trait. He ages up in 6 days. His mother is Adeline, right here. And his current aspiration is to be an artistic prodigy. As for Bradley, he is a bookworm, and he wants to be a rambunctious scamp. And my dogs are barking. Don't know if you can hear that. Over here, we have Janessa, who is sleeping. You guys kind of got to look at her earlier. Like I said, she's beautiful. And she is a snob, cheerful, loves the outdoors, and gregarious. She is in the business career. She's currently an office assistant. And she wants to be a best-selling author. Oh, and her skills. I should tell you those. Her skills are writing, level 4, charisma, level 3, cooking, level 2, fishing, level 1, logic, level 1, comedy, level 1, a lot of level 1s, video gaming, level 1, and a mischief, level 1. She's also kind of, I know I talked a lot about her being a businesswoman and stuff. She also really likes the outdoors, which I think kind of is something that August likes about her because that was the way his mother was, and they were always outdoors a lot. So she does enjoy fishing from time to time. And another thing that August really likes about Janessa is the fact that she is an alien is very intriguing to him because his dad, Caden, was all into space and aliens, so it's like kind of crazy that he has a child who's something that his father would have been so fascinated with, but his father never got to meet Orion, so it's really sad actually. I didn't think about that, but that's pretty sad. Here is August. His traits are cheerful, outgoing, childish, and alluring. Like I said, his aspiration is to find a soulmate. And his skills, oh, he actually works in like the technology career thing, tech guru career. He's not really interested in technology. He just kind of does it to make money because that's a thing that should do. But what am I doing? Skills. He has a level 5 comedy skill. He was actually very interested in comedy for a while, but he kind of got swept up in all this drama, but I think we might start focusing on his comedy again. I don't know if he's really going to have time now that he has kids. I'm thinking he might quit his job and start doing comedy during the day when his kids are at school. I don't know, just a thought. And he has cooking level 3, charisma level 3, logic 1, video gaming 1, oh my gosh, handiness 1, writing 1, mischief 1, photography 1, fitness 1, guitar 1. Oh my goodness. So many level 1s. And obviously Orion's a baby. He's a boy. Like I said, they've all been boys. I just don't understand. They've had so many boys, so I'm really hoping the next kid is going to be a girl. And also lately, August and Jace have kind of started talking again. Obviously, he has a want right here to get to know Jace, so I don't know what's going to happen there. As you can see, he, for some reason, is showing Lucian as a romantic interest. I think it's a glitch from when I switched and played another household. I don't know, it's a weird glitch, but yes. And the other Sims that are part of this family that I kind of showed you guys earlier, who are Everest and Miles, they are living in a mansion with Devin. And like I said, I'm gonna start playing them soon to work on their relationships and lives. So in my next current household, you will probably see from one of their perspectives or their children, or I don't really plan on stopping playing with this household anytime soon because I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it for this current household video. I don't know if you guys like current household videos. I know they're a lot of talking, but they're my favorite videos to watch. They're my favorite videos in the simming community. I love current household videos, and I feel like they're really not that popular to do. I don't really see a lot of them being made, and I'm like, why? They're so much fun. Anyway, I hope this wasn't too long. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll talk to you all later, and yeah, bye!